Hey, this is Austin from Points Unknown TV, and today I'm going to try and fix the rear brake on my Yamaha Tenere 700. Over the course of the riding season last year, I noticed that pretty much every time I got on the bike, the rear brake was squishy, and I'd have to pump it up to make it active again. And so I put it off all winter, but now that it's coming around to summer riding season again, I'm going to try and fix it so that we don't have a problem anymore. You can see the problem here. So, brake, there's nothing. I got a full reservoir of brake fluid, still nothing. So I'm gonna try and bleed the brakes and hope that that is the problem. 830, 8mm. I'm a big fan of doing things the easy way. And so I have this BikeMaster brake leader kit that uses my air compressor. I have a vacuum system to pull the brake fluid through. So I'm going to continue using this because it makes it pretty easy. Looking back here, the brake, this is the brake bleeder nipple right there. And then keep an eye on the fluid reservoir here. Make sure it stays topped up as I pull new brake fluid through the brake caliper. It's an 11mm socket, or box end wrench rather, that goes on the caliper bleed nipple there. And so put that there, and then I'll take air tool, put it over the top. Hard to do one-handed. I want to get a good seal. Like that, and then here, I'm going to put the air compressor. And now it's pulling through the reservoir there. The key is that I don't drain this reservoir. I do want to pull a lot of fluid through it. So let's get to getting. Pull the brake fluid through, and then I got the bleed screw here. I'm going to loosen. It's pretty cool. You can actually see the fluid coming through there. Like the bubbles coming out. And when you stop, close this back up before the bubbles come back in. And then we look over here, and this is drained down a little bit, which is fine. And we're going to repeat that until we pulled it basically all the way through. Before I pop this cap off, it tells me to clean it, so that's what I'm going to do. Now this is sufficiently low. .4 brake fluid. Nasty actually compared to what's in there. You can actually see like weird little floaties in there. Yeah, I don't know. Bad fluid. Something. Definitely feeling much more positive. I like it. Now we just need to fill up the reservoir and we should be good. I should have gloves on for this, huh? Okay, so not sure how full this needs to be before I overfill it, because it's got that plug that takes up volume. So we'll start there. Let's see what that looks like. That's why I put gloves on, because yeah, see, that's too much. It's like you fill it up to the low line and then it will fill itself up to the high line. Once you put that plug in, it takes up volume. So I'm gonna pull some more fluid through. So I had it just above the lower line, then I put the plug in, and it's now in good spot, right in the middle. So yeah, you can't have it too full. The nice thing is I can always fill it up a little too much and then bleed a little bit more, and then it'll be right in the same spot. So as long as it's not coming out, though, that looks pretty good right at the upper line. So I think I'm good. I'm not gonna change a thing, just keep that right there. And make sure this is nice and tight. It is. And then I can pop this guy off. And it's just so much cleaner using this thing. So then, flush these off. That's all in there, and I can store it appropriately. Let's look at the difference here. Oh yeah, you can see the dot there where it was hitting. It's not doing that no more. It's feeling solid. That's nice. So much better. So now, just put stuff away. Take this guy, put it back on here. Oops. That wraps up this episode of Points Unknown TV. If you like what you saw, please hit that like button. Also subscribe for more content just like this on motorcycles, DIY van life, and adventure travel and more. With the sun out, it's time to get to riding. I'll see you out on the trail.